want answers? I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth. You can't
Hurts
handle the
to
truth.
pass. Throws. Pick. Horrible pass. Oh my God. Stupid. 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 Stupid throw. Son of a bitch. What a bad throw. Stupid throw. Oh, stupid throw. Oh, stupid throw. Oh, stupid throw. Oh, stupid throw.
What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. My mistake, I thought I actually posted the link earlier today when I actually set up the live stream, but I didn't push, send. So that's why I realized after Roz was basically bombing over here, telling me, oh, no link, less weirdos. This is so relaxing, though. Hello. Oh, no, it's James that said hello. So, Roz, I actually emailed it to you from that Spread the Mojo email address, so you can click on there as well. So it's getting ready. It's getting close to the time. We started this out a long time ago, guys, at the end of the season, and it turned into a bitch fest, cuss out Steven and Jerry Jones, and it evolved with a little bit of hope as we were going through training camp, and then it turned into a disaster, and, it was the crying games after we lost to Tampa Bay, and now here it is. We're 4-1.
Man, he was straight.
Oh, here we go. Thomas.
Yeah. All right.
You must be watching the Tennessee-Alabama game.
He must be. Okay.
Yes, I am.
So, how are we doing? I see we got James Nooks, the first one on the screen. James, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm just ready for tomorrow. I think this is going to be a bomb. It's going to be a tight game. I mean, it's going to be our biggest challenge this year, I think.
Do you believe that the Eagles are as good as everybody thinks they are?
I'm not convinced right now. I mean, they got to prove it. They played some teams. The best game they had, I think, was against Arizona. But other than that, I mean, I was one of the first ones to say that I thought the Lions would beat them, but they beat the Lions. But now you look at the
By
Lions
3
record,
points.
they only won one game. So, I mean, they haven't really – I think we had the tougher schedule so far.
Oh, without a doubt. Joanne Gonzalez, Lucky Gardenia, as well as Miss Gibson. Welcome to the lovely ladies in the place with the style and the grace. I don't know if this is true, but I believe it to be true. I saw Foots the Kings had actually posted the defensive schedule, okay, basically the ratings. And so when you go through and look what the Eagles have faced, they have the 31st schedule as far as defenses they faced.
Ooh.
And 31st. So when you start thinking about the Lions have the worst rated defense, that the Cardinals aren't that great of a defense, they're in the upper 20s. The best one they face is the Jaguars, and I'm not sure that the Jaguars are a great defense, or if playing their division, we're talking about the Texans and the Colts and games like that, where you have teams that don't have a lot of offense. Are they really that good? This, without a doubt, will be the biggest challenge for the Eagles. And at the moment, I will say, because I know it pisses them off, that they're frauds. That they ain't played nobody. And they get butthurt because, they want to hear that we're the bomb diggity, but I'm not here to go ahead and pat you on the back. Anybody agree with me?
I agree.
If they come through and they kick our teeth in, I will give them props. But until that happens, I'm still. You got to show me. You got to show me.
I've been getting hate mail all week on my phone. I got friends that are Eagles fans, and also on Facebook. I don't know where it comes up. It just pops up on there. All this stuff about Eagles. It's like somebody hacking my internet, or I don't know what's going on. But
These are people you know?
People I don't know is this stuff just pops up randomly. Talk about the Eagles are set to beat the Cowboys and all this stuff. It's like,
Well,
I ain't trying to hear that.
they're like sharks that smell blood in the water, and they're swimming and looking for easy prey because they literally believe that they've got this thing sewed up, that it's a done deal. You would think that they went in a time machine and came back in time and found out, of course, that they've already won this game, and that's why they're talking smack.
Yeah, and sometimes I think it's kind of like a thing to try to get us psyched. I mean, it's like the little dog. You know, the little dog's always the meaner one that always barks and stuff like that. The big dog, he just kind of sits back because he already knows that everybody's, and that's kind of what I think they're doing right now. Is just trying to bark to make us feel like,
Well, you know what? Here's the thing that's funny to me is you would think that they, beat us bad a couple times last year, that this is no big deal. I don't know how you go from a strength of, a position of power like you own the Dallas Cowboys and stuff. I just don't understand it. But hey, what do I know? I'm just Joe the fan. Randy, you got your shot glass yesterday. Glad to hear it. Actually, a lot of you guys should be getting your shot glasses and or your Joe Barties that are tailgate members. We've been working hard to get that stuff out, and I'm glad to say we've got a lot of that stuff out. Who else is in here right now? I see. I don't know what Thomas Garrett is doing. I honestly don't know. His camera's sideways. We're looking at cloth, and we're hearing him yell at the screen. Oh, Thomas, what the hell's going on over there? Are you being abducted?
No, I'm just sitting here watching the college football game between Tennessee and Alabama.
Oh, okay. All right. Do you give a rat's ass about the Cowboys and Eagles?
Whoa, wait a minute.
What?
We gonna kick Philadelphia's ass tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't have to calm myself down because, Law Nation, he dogged me for going off because Tuesday I was on his call line and I was talking junk and everything, and he told me, he said, yo homeboy, it's a little too early to be talking like that. Kind of calm down a little bit. And I told him, I said, hey man, look. Anybody who know me know that I'm not an Eagle fan.
Okay.
Two, them suckers, they ain't nothing but a whole bunch of fraud. And I'm waiting. I'm waiting for us to beat Alabama. I'm waiting for us to beat Philadelphia tomorrow. I am. I'm waiting because I got a whole bunch of stuff that I need to get off my chest when we win.
Well, I would say we have nothing to lose tomorrow and everything to gain.
No, we don't. That's the reason why I would be comfortable talking crazy if we win tomorrow night.
Oh, if we win tomorrow night.
Because everything is stacked up for Philly. The 3 and 4 letter networks, the media, all of them, they got Philadelphia on this high pedestal. They got them on this high pedestal. And what Philadelphia don't realize is they are setting. Come on, man.
Got the NASCAR and everything going on
serious.
over there.
Damn.
It's the neighbors, man. It's the neighbors. They got these cars next door. But anyway, if you ask me, the media is set. They are literally setting Philadelphia up to fail. I'm telling you.
Well, when you start hearing things like, if you lose to Cooper Rush and the Dallas Cowboys, you're frauds. So they're definitely trying to stir the pot up or stir the gravy, as Philly 500. So, I'm trying to understand where are they getting this shit with the Eagles. The Batman, I'm still trying to understand that. Philly 500 wearing looks like a 5-year-old's mask that's squeezing his head. Batman, and then he's talking about stirring the gravy. What?
Man, that bunch of damn clowns, man.
Okay.
They think Halloween is tomorrow night. They wear these Batman clowns and stuff, and we gonna take them off. We gonna take them off. We're gonna kick them out their face tomorrow night. We're gonna take them off.
Derek says if the Cowboys win tomorrow, he will not be able to sleep. Hey, what's up, my man, Christopher? Derek says he won't be able to sleep if the Cowboys win tomorrow night.
Did you watch? Do you watch the Pivot
I don't
podcast?
either.
Wait a minute, say it again, Christopher.
Do you watch the Pivot podcast?
I had not.
It's with Ryan Clark, Shannon Crowder, Freddie Taylor, but they had Micah Parsons.
Oh,
and,
that was on
Diggs
last night.
there.
Yeah, I watched that last night with Mike. I didn't know what it was
That was
called.
pretty dope.
Oh, that was
like
real
it.
good. You know, when you start hearing Micah Parsons, you know, the way he talks, you know, he wants to get, you know, his accolades, but he realizes it's the rings that actually are what really matters. And, you know, hearing him basically, I think he could be in a wheelchair and he'd be trying to get out on the field and play. That, you know, there's nothing that's going to keep him from playing that game. And I almost feel like the Cowboys defense, I think they're kind of sick of hearing about how great the Eagles are. I almost feel like they're going to come in there to try and show up and show the hell off.
Hey, especially Lawrence. Lawrence, he didn't like the comment. They kept asking him about the Eagles.
Yeah.
Like, hey, come on now. We the Cowboys. Come on.
Yeah.
Is CD
That's a
Lamb
better
going to play tomorrow?
We them
I don't know.
boys.
His hip.
Remember
Right.
that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I actually, you know, I'm actually excited because I did something that's really cool. Okay, you know, I've been
do a lot
married.
of stuff that's cool, man.
I've been no, but see, you know, I've been married for 18 years. Okay, you know, and you choose your battles wisely and stuff. But fortunately, I haven't had to have too many battles and stuff with my wife and things. But I got this. I wanted her to get some shirts. We have a shirt place that does shirts like overnight. They cost a fortune. And she said, "Why don't you get me this machine and I can go ahead and make some?" So I was like, "Okay, cool." So it's almost like magic. I'll go to her and say, "Baby, hey, how about 12 personnel? It's personal now." And then magically, 2 hours later, boom, I got the shirt. So I told her, yeah, it's over here. You probably can't see it, but boom. I told her, I said, "Hey, Trey, we them boys. Remember that." So she's supposed to be working on getting that squared away for me for tomorrow. So I'm like, I'm excited as can be.
I need to remember that.
Yeah, that's going to be the one. I'm going to get her to make a couple of them that we can give away tomorrow too. So yeah, that was probably one of the smartest things I've ever done, to be able to get those things squared away. Johnny White, shout out to Johnny White.
That's nice.
So yeah, we're gonna be doing that kind of stuff. We're gonna be doing a lot of giveaways tomorrow. It's gonna be a long day because Rashid will be here at 1 o'clock for the Giants game against the Baltimore Ravens, and we're gonna roll through the Cowboys game. So I can't wait for that. Predictions, anybody?
It'll be an exciting day.
Yeah, who else is up in here? Okay, I got Christopher, I got James Nooks, I know I got Thomas Garrett who's watching college football. Who else is in the house? Why do I not see everybody listed?
Asia Robinson. Asia Robertson.
Asia, where's Asia? Okay, Asia's not saying anything. Okay, Roz, I sent you the link. Where are you, Roz? Okay.
I got my shot glass. Hey, thank you for that.
Oh, cool. Glad you, man. We have sent so much stuff out the last like 2-3 weeks. I spent about $600 just in shipping alone, and I think I've got almost all the gold Joe Barty's sent out for all of the tailgate members that have been there for a year or so. Now I've got to start working on super fan stuff. Take Cowboys, Tennessee letting them back in. Trust Russ isn't better. The play calling is, and 100-yard passing won't win in playoffs. You're right about that. How do you? Although we shouldn't even be worrying about when Dak's coming back with the Eagles tomorrow. But what do you guys think about that? About the whole Dak Cooper Rush thing? I think this is more in the media's eyes a problem than it is actually with the Cowboys.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It is. It's you know, it's selling, and you know, the media, they got to find something. They got to find something to sell, and controversy sells.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the more we're winning, the more they're gonna keep this drama going.
Well, they have. It doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter what happens with us. You know, there's always drama. Because before it was like, well, the Cowboys didn't do any free agency. They're going to be garbage. And then it was, oh, well, there's Super Bowl aspirations. If they don't make it, then Mike McCarthy should be fired. You know, Dak gets hurt. They're terrible, you know. And then now it's like, you know, here it is, Cooper Rush, Dak Prescott. Yeah, they always like to stir shit up.
And Mark, if and this better than this better than me, you, or Brother Roz, or Primetime Phil, or Game Time Brian. This kind of made me go back to 1991 when Troy got hurt and when Steve Berline took over.
Yeah.
When Steve Berline came in as quarterback, he won 5 games for us. As a matter of fact, I had told you a couple of weeks ago, if it wasn't for Steve Berline coming in that 91 season, we probably would have never made the playoffs that year.
A Chef Wiley shirt? What size? What size there, Chef Wiley? I'll get her working on it. If you got Dallas winning, you obviously said Dallas is what? Hold on. Wait, hold on.
Nah, I don't know.
You're obviously a Dallas fan.
I seen Parsons' reaction to it when he sees Prescott a lot. And he said this lit a fire under Dak, seeing Cooper Rush excel while he's injured. So I hope that Prescott comes back and plays like phenomenal.
It's a competition between average about to play. What? So
I think he will.
What the hell?
Because you look at the Dak Romo situation, it was a lot different. When Romo got hurt, everyone knew every time he got hit, he would get hurt.
Oh my God.
Dak is a little bit different. So that's why I think Dak will get his job back once he's ready to play.
Well, it seems like this year is the year of quarterbacks' hand injuries. You know how we usually have, like, it used to be for us hamstring injuries, and then it was calf injuries. So now Carson Wentz has a fractured finger, and he's going to be going out to L.A. to get it looked at. So it seems like.
And then Russell Wilson had a finger injury too. Earlier.
Right. So there you go. This is the injury galore.
Same game too.
Dallas 24 Shingles 10 says Clarence. We are the best Cowboys. I'm still thinking about last week and how Philly 500 is, basically talking about the Cardinals game. They won 20-17. The talking heads say they're blowing people out. But I look at the Cardinals and say the Cardinals ain't nobody. Their defense is horrendous, and Kyler Murray has been so up and down. I don't know how you can look at that and say, oh, that's a great win.
Yeah, isn't that defense is ranked something like 31?
The Cardinals, no, well, the Lions are 32nd. I think the Cardinals are like 28.
Not too far.
Yeah, not too far. I mean, they're not doing a whole lot. And I will also say, too, as far as our defense, who do you think is worse to play against, Jared Goff or Tom Brady?
Worse to play against? Is that a
right?
Oh, Tom Brady.
Okay. Who would you say is worse to play against, Joe Burrow or Carson Wentz?
Joe Burrow.
Okay. Let's
Burrow.
see. Who else have we faced here? Well, I won't say Daniel Jones. Matthew Stafford or let's see. Did I say Trevor Lawrence? Carson Wentz? Jared Goff?
Justin Fields.
Yeah. I'm going to say that we've actually played against really good quarterbacks. They haven't faced any really good quarterbacks on that defense. And I will say we've faced also really good wide receivers.
You talking about Philadelphia?
No, I'm talking about us. Now, they did face Justin Jefferson, right?
No, we had Chase,
Yeah.
Cup.
Yeah.
Right? No, come on.
Mike Evans, and,
Right.
Mike Evans, and,
Goodwin.
Julio.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like,
Julio
okay.
And what's his name? There was Cincinnati besides Chase.
Blake. What's up,
Their
Blake?
tight end. Who was it? Higgins? Or
Shout out to
something?
Blake. Got
He
you on
was
the
pretty
super chat.
decent.
So I'm just kind of like, okay, I hear you guys talking, but we're going to find out tomorrow. We're going to find out if we them boys remember that or not.
Here's the thing that concerns me about the Dallas, what they need to do to win is, first and foremost, we have to stop the run.
Yes.
Because I guarantee you, Jalen Hurts is going to run the rock.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
been running
gonna
about
be
14
running
plays a
lot.
game.
I mean, and I believe that A.J. Brown, he's going to eat, he's going to make some big plays. But if we can stop that run, I think that'll be half the battle. Defensive-wise, I think we're good. I mean, other than those two things. Offensively, I mean, our offensive line has to step up, especially our center and
Our
Connor
run game.
McGovern.
We need a good run game.
But is Peters playing? Is he gonna play tackle or is he?
Yeah, I think he's a good go.
He practiced on Tuesday. On Wednesday. He was a go, which was a surprise because they were saying last week
alongside Tyler Smith.
Well,
extra protection.
Our weak spot is left guard right now. That's the weakest link on the offensive line. Matt Fornak and as well as Connor McGovern have been grading in the 30s and 40s. So we definitely could use a boost right there. That will be a point of attack that I'm sure the Eagles will go after. Jordan Mailata. Now, he wasn't listed yesterday on the injury report, but he's got a bad shoulder. And I'm betting that they're going to go right after him to go right over him in trying to get Micah Parsons. Definitely rolling downhill.
We have to get them off the street.
Philly 500 is right. A buzzsaw. I don't know that I've seen a buzzsaw from Philadelphia right now. Philadelphia would actually have to step up more than what they're doing to actually be a buzzsaw. Wouldn't y'all agree?
Yes, sir. I feel like we just need to tackle this game. Linebacker play and safety play is the key in this game. I need everybody to lay the wood, as they say. Come on now.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait till tomorrow. I've been busy actually trying to I've got 5 pounds of ribeye up there that's in the freezer, kind of getting a little bit hard, so I can start slicing all that for that steak and cheese sub. And I'm not sure how many people we're going to have in here. I know Den Boys Kicks is supposed to be coming. I've got an Eagle fan that's coming up, my friend Allie from JMU, and I know DMV and E2 Blue will be in the house. I think Daniel Hernandez will be here. I'll be here. Michael will be here. Rashid will be here. So we'll definitely have a full house here for the games. And I just hope them boys show up. That's all I hope for.
Yeah, Mark.
I think we should.
Send me for Hoku and the running back. The one that had the issues with his ankle.
Rico.
Yeah, Rico.
They put him on injured
Those
reserve.
players is going to be out.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 players are going to be out for tomorrow night's game.
And here we have our analyst extraordinaire, also the talking George. No, that's not the Chicken George. Chicken George Roz. How about that? What's up, brother Roz? Chicken Roz. How about Chicken Roz? How about that one? You're not saying anything.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Tua, I hear, is out of concussion protocol, but he's going to be inactive for this week.
Yeah. You don't want to start the Tua conversation. I already attacked the NFL, DMFB, CBS, and all the rest of them about the fact that Isaiah McKenzie got paralyzed, and in less than 7 days was already declared ready for this game this weekend.
So you're mad?
No, they're playing a game, and Miami unfortunately got stuck in the middle. They followed all the process. Whether they were right or wrong, Tua got jacked up then in Thursday night, and because of the optics on that, and nobody watched the Bills game, nobody listened to the podcast where he said he was paralyzed, being hit that hardest he's ever been hit in his life.
Mm-hmm.
The Bills player, not an issue. Tua is 100% the face of this shit now.
Yeah.
And 4 different independent neurologists have all said nothing is wrong. There's no effect.
Mm-hmm.
It happened. Move on with your life. But the NFL said, no, we're not going to do that until social media actually got so big against it, the NFL backed down.
Yeah. James
Otherwise,
Snyder.
Right now, Bridgewater wouldn't even be backing up Skylar Thompson. Watch Skylar screw up.
Yeah.
He's
hurt your team.
He can't play the game. He's going to screw up. Bridgewater going to go in the game, and the world's going to move on with it like it never happened.
James.
We lost 2 games because of it.
Okay, let me get this in real quick. What's up, Lola? James, the Joe Bardys are for the tailgate members. It says that you're a super fan. Now, I'm going to be doing something for the super fans as well. You're going to be getting actually the coasters. But if we've got that wrong, that you're a tailgate member, let me know. Email me, James, and we'll get that straight. Let me write that down, James, and I'll look into it. So Roz, you're a little upset then, to say the least.
Oh gosh.
No, I'm not upset. What I'm saying is, at this point, there is nothing.
Patio door open.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Nothing was handled the right way from the beginning until today.
Yeah.
Everything was done wrong, and they still can't prove two things. One, they can't prove he had a concussion and it wasn't a back.
Yeah.
So they never. Their argument is based on evidence they don't have, based on their own protocols. And then they pulled Bridgewater out, and nobody can produce the video where they said he was stumbling. So what I'm saying is everything was handled from day one through Bridgewater to now.
Okay.
So
what's up, Lisa?
It's not that I'm angry. It's that it's a BS conversation that everybody wants to have that has been wholly worthless from the beginning.
Well, but here's the problem for it, and here's what I'm going to say, at least in the NFL's defense.
And by the way,
right.
The doctor that got kicked out because of this, the scapegoat.
Yeah, they basically said
suing the NFL.
Yeah, I would imagine so. But here's the problem for the NFL. Here's the problem. No. What? Okay, Ross. Oh, wait, hold it.
Are you not entertained?
Okay. Here's the problem for the NFL, Ross, though, and why they're going to play extra caution is if by chance something happens to Tua, it will be the NFL should have never let him play. Why is he out there? And so that's why they're going
No, that should never let him play That should never let him play.
I know, but the problem they shouldn't have from the first one. We could go back to the whole Thursday night football thing where it's not really enough recovery time for anybody, and we're sitting here watching garbage ass games like we did on Thursday night, Washington and Bears.
Stop for a second, Mark. You're missing the point. What Thomas Garrett just said is exactly the problem.
Yeah.
He said they never should have let him play. You just said not enough recovery time. There is no proof that he had a concussion. There is no proof that what happened was a concussion, which means
either way, if you got somebody, there's something happened to Roz, can we at least say something was not right and normal with what happened to him on the field? You do not literally have a seizure.
He even said his back did that.
Okay.
Now, what you're going to tell me is that we all know better. We all know better.
No, I don't
know. We all know it was a concussion. No, you know what? Y'all want to have that discussion with me? I'll just hang the hell up because it's stupid.
No, I'm not trying. No, I don't want to. Roz.
It's a stupid conversation to have.
I'm sending you a hug. I'm sending you a hug. No, I'm just saying, but here's the problem for the NFL. The NFL is more about reaction. The NFL doesn't really give a rat's ass about the players. What they care about is protecting the shield and the product on the field. And unfortunately, because that happened and we all saw him go down, and if it was a back, a brain, or whatever, or a hangnail, everybody saw him on Sunday night or Sunday have that issue. And then on national TV, you see his fingers and all this, and people are thinking their worst nightmare in the NFL office is somebody dying on the field. So now
you got Ryan Shazier is the face of what can happen because the NFL doesn't take care of people.
Yeah.
Right? But what happened on Thursday...
But they don't care about those guys. They only care about the quarterbacks.
I understand, but what happened on Thursday had zero to do with Sunday. Everybody wants to use the two events linked. Okay?
Yes.
Which means that everybody wants to argue with a doctor that is now suing the NFL because he said they were not linked issues.
Well, again, you're dealing with perception that the NFL is going to try and take care of. Okay?
I give a rat's ass about perception. You asked me about
they do. No, I'm just saying
the
that.
The truth of the matter is, in the court of law, in the medical law, nothing was wrong. And everybody wants to still have this conversation that Sunday somehow made Thursday worse. So everybody wants to argue with the facts.
Well, no,
and I don't argue with facts. I use facts.
I hear what you're saying, but I personally, Thursday night football sucks. Okay, I'm sorry. Thursday night football is totally garbage.
I told you not to get me started on Tua.
Okay, I'm just, but it's a discussion.
I warned you. I warned you. I try. Help me help you.
Help me help you.
Let's worry about the Cowboys losing.
Ooh, now we're.
We was trying to be respectful now, boy. Hang up, boy. What you talking about? We don't need you. You mad already, boy? Click off.
No. I'm not saying that they're gonna lose. And let's worry about.
Let's worry about why you so mad, why you so upset and angry and negative. Boy, calm down. DC.
Okay. So how are the Packers going to do against the Jets tomorrow?
Yeah.
How about that?
That depends on how dumb the coach is.
That's crazy.
Are we saying that you have a dumb coach now?
That's goofy.
I'm saying that he took the job and worked really well together, and then somewhere along the line, he started to defer to Aaron Rodgers on the play calling.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to let Rodgers, it's no different than Brett Favre. You let Rodgers call the plays at the line, they're going to center around what Rodgers does.
Right.
The problem is he doesn't have the receivers.
Mm-hmm.
So Romeo Doubs is great.
Okay.
But he's still a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Rookies do not turn into superstars overnight.
We know that.
Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, don't bring them in. Those guys are unique. So as long as he defers to Rodgers and they're throwing the ball, they're going to lose. Now, I think they're going to smoke the Jets, personally, but our defense hasn't acted right.
Okay.
So dumb all around, dumb. Step the defense up, get some real playing going on, get your proper play calling with your running backs. You got two of them with absolutely different skill sets that can do whatever you want on the field. And you don't use either one of them. I don't care who you think is better. You're not using either one.
Wait a minute. Kramer Mahone says, wait a minute. I just met Philly 500 family on Oha, heading to the Big Island. My family was dressed in cowboy gear, and the bantering was on. I told them we're coming for the meats. What is Philly's family doing in Hawaii? Oh, shit. I have to check that out. Maybe that's why he couldn't come to the game in Philadelphia. I'd go to Hawaii before I'd go to Philadelphia, too, I guess. Laughing my ass off, he asked about Tua. All right, so in the future, when you tell me not to ask about something, I promise, Roz, I will not. But speaking of Aaron Rodgers and not having targets, there is a guy who's in Carolina that they're rumored that might be on the trading block. And Green Bay was one of those destinations that they said might be the right place for him to go, as well as the Dallas Cowboys, as well as the Baltimore Ravens. Any thoughts on that, Brother Ross?
Well, I was putting up two because there were two guys that Schefter wants to talk about, which one of them is just him playing Captain Obvious and trying to get ahead of Rappaport.
Okay.
CMC's always a trade discussion, but who's the other one? Robbie Anderson you're talking about?
No, DJ Moore.
Okay, so DJ Moore is technically the third one then because he actually hasn't been reported as part of discussion right now.
Okay, but he's being
what everybody
discussed.
Wants,
yeah,
but he's not been yet. Now, Robbie Anderson and CMC have actually they've fielded calls for those dudes.
Yeah, coming
in. I would personally, and I hope I'm not yelling now. It's the mic. I can never tell with the.
You're not yelling now.
Yelling earlier.
Not any
yelling earlier.
Before I was kind of.
Look, we're trying to keep the energy up, right? Right, Mr. Edwards.
Yeah.
Gotta be,
I guess I don't know. I don't understand.
No, not angry. We gotta be energized.
No, right. The tone and I don't know. And you a Packer fan?
He's a Packer / Dolphin fan.
You a Packer?
Well, he's a Packer owner.
I'm a shareholder with the Packers, but I'm a Dolphins fan.
Hello.
So you got
Roland, how are you doing?
And one, and you enjoy watching the other one.
Yes, my family's all we're all shareholders. So
yeah.
They're all my dad's side is all from the Milwaukee, Green Bay area. So the entire family is shareholders. And some of them actually are season ticket holders.
You said the same thing like 3 times. Yeah, you reiterated yourself like 3 times. I get it, bro. You got money, bro. I got you.
Yeah. So the main thing with DJ Moore is there's going to be money involved that Robbie Anderson's going to be cheap.
Oh, hold on. Hang on for 1 second here. I want to respond. Hold it. Don't. Who? Okay. Mods. You don't have to be so quick on deleting comments just because somebody dissents with me. Okay. This is actually an interesting take here. 4th and 26. Okay. The comment was, hold on, let me let Brian Green in here real quick. He said, Mark, I want to talk about how you lie to the fan base about how the Eagles haven't faced a tough defense when they faced the Jaguars, currently listed as the 4th best defense. Lies to hide fears. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say that the Jaguars, as the 4th rated defense, I'm going to say that, are they really the 4th rated defense? Because let's go ahead and look at who they played.
Isn't there a fear video you have about real fear?
Oh, I love this. That everybody's always, I'm scared. Okay, let's look at the teams that they have faced as far as with their defense. Because I know that statistics will say one thing, but you also have to look at the competition. So the first game they played was the Commanders. Are the Commanders a high-scoring offense? They gave up 28 to them. They played the Colts. Didn't the Colts just win 12-9? Not another high-scoring offense. Am I correct? Now, the Eagles did score 29 on them. Okay, the Eagles scored 29. The Chargers were held to 10, but the Chargers have been kind of meh. And they played the Texans. So when I look at that, yes, statistically, points-wise, they are the 4th rated. But I look at that schedule, it's kind of like the schedule that you guys have played where you haven't necessarily played a lot of great teams. It's not like they were playing, I don't know, let's say Buffalo. It's not like they're playing like, let's say, the Chargers. Those teams out there aren't that good. So I'd look at that and say, yeah, but those guys weren't scoring points to begin with. But, if you want to say I lie, that's not a lie. That's an opinion. That's an opinion.
You want the stat background on that?
Go ahead. Mark Hutton. Shout out to Mark Hutton. Go ahead.
So if we're talking about the Jags defense.
Yeah.
One thing that we have to separate is there's a fantasy world and a reality world. And the fantasy world, they're scoring points based on their production.
Uh-huh.
But just as you and I have talked, production either translates to a game or does not.
Yes.
They have not scored even average in tackling across any single one game. Their run defense only showed up against the Indianapolis and Austin Eckler, and that was before Austin Eckler was actually being used the last 2 games by Staley the right way. So that doesn't even really count, in my opinion. But then again, their pass rush has been average at best, except for against Indianapolis. Everybody smokes Indianapolis. They're about to do it again this weekend. Actually, Indy's probably going to be all right. But
let me say one thing real quick. Let me just say one thing real quick, interrupt you. Dab Sport is AKA Stan. Okay, y'all? Yeah, AKA Stan is Dab Sports. So, yeah, he's the keyboard warrior. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
So and Captain Taki, I'm not in a hunting blind. You can't see my baby. Hold on. You can't see my baby.
That's Halloween.
And my baby spider.
Oh boy. Okay.
Anyways, that's creepy on my neck now. If I can feel it.
Actually, looks like Aaron Rodgers' hair.
But the main thing is the passing.
Okay.
Right, the passing. They have benefited from Trevor Lawrence stepping up and doing what he was meant to do with and nobody believed in Christian Kirk, which is why I own him everywhere in fantasy. So between what they've been able to do on offense and their defense being sufficient, but teams having to catch up is why their defense looks better based on production, not based on what they did on the field in stopping points. Right?
Hey, can we get some?
No.
Raj,
okay. Just in a nutshell, Roz, Is the Jaguars defense
is not as good as you think they are?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Are they the fourth best defense in football?
I got my phone in my hand.
Okay, because here's where I find it funny, because the Eagles get butthurt. They get so butthurt when they hear that they're not playing anybody after they have gone through all last year and saying the Cowboys are garbage. They haven't beaten anybody, and it's like, we beat you twice, so you saying you're a nobody?
Oh my God, it's blazing.
Okay, so. It's
now,
funny
don't go
to
to
me.
Last year, Mark, I talked to you about that.
Huh?
Go to last year.
No, I'm just saying. No, this is what they said about us. Now they're butthurt because they haven't played anybody, and everybody's letting them know they haven't really played anybody, with the exception of maybe the Vikings. But I'm not sure the Vikings are. I mean, we had Kirk Cousins in a primetime game, and we know you might as well not have had a quarterback.
Mark, they got the Eagles. They got them fans so spoiled up there. If you say something crazy about the Eagles, they want to kill somebody. They want to go.
They literally have said. Wait a minute. But Ross, here's my thing. They have literally said to me in comments: 1, we're going to beat you 55-3. 2, what are you talking about? We beat the Jags and they were leading their division. Okay.
Come
on,
technically, they're not wrong.
Okay, yeah, but do you look at the Jags and say they're a Super Bowl team? Do you look at that? Do you look at anybody in that division and say that's a good team in there?
They're playing Houston, they're playing Indy, and they're playing
Tennessee.
Tennessee, and Tennessee right now is the only one that actually has a reasonable offense running and defense.
Twan Eagles.
No passing, which means they're not a threat either.
Twan, you'd have to email me so I can give you the link on that, because
and look,
it's members only.
I like the tight ends. You know, I was down by Nashville in the Army, and they're good people. But that doesn't mean they play good football.
I love it. You know, I love it. And here's how you know that they're so wanting. We want Dallas, or we want Dak. And Ross, you and I have had this conversation. I still have a feeling that we're going to see Dak out there tomorrow. It might be just for a series and handing off, but I still have a feeling we're going to see Dak tomorrow.
Well, I mean, look, I personally would put your better quarterback out, but
okay.
You know, y'all want to put your backup on the field. That's up to you.
Okay.
No, I want Dak to be 100% before he comes back.
4th and 26, you already know how that ends up. That's what I was going to say about that is, Washington, we want Dallas, and, yeah, they got some Dallas. But, it's all good. And again,
right, Here's the one thing, the last thing I'm going to say with the Jaguars in any conversation anybody has.
Okay.
You watched your team play the Giants.
Yes.
You watched Saquon Barkley do exactly what I told you, which was running up the right side gaps and breaking free.
Yeah.
That was almost the best defensive game Jacksonville has had all year.
Brother Ross, what were you stationed at Fort Campbell?
My last 6 was at Fort Campbell, 101st, Rocket Town.
Yeah, I don't live far from Fort Campbell. I live in Nashville.
Oh, yeah. See? That's why you got them cars in the background.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. and all them Titan fans and stuff.
But those are my neighbors.
Okay. There's prime time, game time. What's up, game time?
What's going on, everybody?
Man,
how's everybody doing?
I'm hoping that Roz is calming down some, man. He's up.
Roz is on a roll.
Roz is up in that attic there, man. That place might spontaneously combust with the heat and the fire he was burning up in there.
It's hot today.
Oh, yeah.
One thing is just the heat gets up in your nostrils, and it's just everywhere.
Man. All right, Brian, I know you and Primetime will be doing your thing at 7 o'clock, and I know you're going to have your numbers. Do you have your numbers already calculated for tomorrow?
Actually, I'm working them up as I speak. And it's just, you know what? If anybody who watched, the live, it's a lot like the Cincinnati game, except we're on the road. This town is going nuts because the Phillies just won. We're going into a buzzsaw tomorrow night. Make no mistake, that place is going to be nuts.
Oh, dude, you're absolutely right. Right now, everybody's talking about they completely should shut down the season and just crown the Phillies already.
Well, I'm just saying, you know.
But that's what they're doing down there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
You're talking about Philly. That's crazy in general.
I'm just saying, I just got, it's everywhere you go, and it's just like they're feeding off each other. We're going into a buzzsaw. But did you guys see Micah Parsons' tweet? I didn't get a chance to hear your beginning of the show.
Was it recent?
Yeah, he came out and said, if we stop the run, we win the game. He literally tweeted that, Micah Parsons.
He's not wrong.
So
he's not wrong.
Look, when I look at the game, in order for us to win the game, we're going to have either a scoop and score, a pick six, or a return for like special teams. We're going to need something like that. That's where I see the issue. I could see us running the ball. I could see us getting first downs, but can we actually score points? We're going to need to score, like Mark had said. We're going to need to, me personally, I don't think 20 points gets it done. I think we need to get like 23 points.
We can't run up the middle.
So if we could stop the run and run the ball, that will be great. But we're going to need a quick score somehow.
All right, Brian, I gotta ask you I gotta ask you for truth time here.
Yes.
Okay, absolute truth, no matter how brutal and unhappy it might be for you to say this out loud.
Right.
If this turns into a brawl, a defensive brawl, can you win like Indianapolis beat Denver?
Actually, we can win that type of game.
That's the kind of game you really want.
Yeah, the kind of game we can't win, Roz,
is a track
meet. Like quick hitters, A.J. Brown going 60 yards, throwing the ball up to Devontae Smith, just giving up drive after drive after drive. Yeah, we can't win that. We need a low. If at halftime, like we're within 3, then it's coming down to the wire. Anything more than that, I don't. I don't know who that was, but man,
that's Thomas Garrett, man. He's over at the Raceway.
I mean, I'm really shocked. That the line is 6.5 and 42. They're just getting no love. Now, did you guys see Dez's bet? And
40,000, isn't it?
It's a total of 40,000, but he's got a 20,000 bet, like straight up. And he's not even giving Meek. He's not even taking points from Meek Mill. He should take the points. But as a bettor, you beat the line so many times. But Dallas is on a roll. You take Dallas plus the 6.5. If you lose, it is what it is. But everything's on your side. It's just going to be tough to win the game. I'm a Cowboy fan. You guys know that. But it's going to be very hard to win the game tomorrow night.
It's going to be war.
But all you Cooper Rush fans out there, he don't turn the ball over, but you need something more than that. A game manager. Listen, if a game manager wins tomorrow, then we can't really be beat too often because that team's going to put up points.
We need to utilize our tight ends more.
The thing about it is
because they are, James. They're going to use the tight ends.
We need to
Dallas
utilize our
Goedert
tight
kills
ends.
us. So.
I definitely agree with Brian in the sense that you have to score a lot of points in order to kind of stay up. And I don't think Cooper Rush is kind of up to it, but he hasn't been asked to do it yet. And everything he has been asked to do, he has done. So it's hard to be too negative on him. But at the same time, it's just, it's hard not to see that you need a defensive score or some kind of special team score in order to be able to keep up, the way that it can happen is if the defense stops, you're able to put some points on the board. The defense stops again. You're feeding off that defense like he has the past couple of weeks. If Cooper Rush can do it that way, yeah. But if he has to come from behind type thing, couple of scores, that's where
I think they can win the game. I definitely think Dallas can win. But if you guys remember the whole Cincinnati thing, it worked out a lot better than I expected, and it still went to overtime. I think if Dallas is going to win a game, I think
you just said you think they can win.
I think they can win, but it has to be the way you said. They can't win a shootout, Roz. They need to win late on a field goal let's not forget that I'm not sure what's going on with the Eagles kicker. Yes, he made a 23-yarder last week, but Dicker, the kicker, if he has to kick on a primetime game, it's a lot different against the Dallas Cowboys. So that it plays into it. I think if Dallas wins, it's a field goal game, and if the Eagles win, we're going to backdoor cover type of deal. It's going to be rough, man. I'm obviously hoping they win the game. I'll be
our long snappers. I heard our long snappers out for this season.
Yeah, he's out, and it cost us a couple points. The week prior, if you remember, he missed the extra point.
He snapped it before the guy was ready.
Yeah, and then and that all goes into that type of
we've
stuff.
Got some fresh. Anyway. We've got some Eagle meat coming in here right now. Twan Eagles.
I'm going to keep it real. I know people want us to say we're going to win, but I'm just telling you my honest opinion, man. It's a tough spot, but even so, we're still most likely we're going into the bye at 6-2, and if you would have told me that would have been great.
Yeah. When you had Adam Ranker basically saying we were going to be 3-6 the first 9 games, that's pretty good, especially with the softer part of our schedule, the way it's shaping up right now in the future. This isn't a death nail if we lose this game. I think we have a lot more to gain.
We're just going to have to put up with all the talk and negativity. That's, listen, that's part that hurts me the worst, man. I mean, it's hard enough being a Cowboy fan, let alone I told you they're frauds, all because we lost to a team that's almost a touchdown favorite on the road on a primetime game. You know what I mean?
With their backup quarterback. Tight end, tackle,
But if we win, there'll be
there's something about Philly did something wrong.
Well, it'll be their defense
or the officials.
It'll be something. So listen, let's just hope that we can do it for one more week, because I think we can. But it's a tough road to get to that W.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I guarantee you they've been marking this on their calendar all season.
James, they're
still mad because the beatings they took last year. So
Yeah, but
so did you guys talk
feel
about
like
Tua at all? I know.
Don't say nothing about Tua.
Okay.
Don't set Ross off again. No, you weren't here, man.
All right, my bad. Forget about Tua.
Do not say anything. Tua? Oh, no, don't even mention the name. Trust me. See, look, Ross. Look. Oh boy. All right, so Twan, where's Twan at? Twan Eagles, come on, man. We're rolling towards the end of the show here. I know you're in here, Twan. Come on, man. Come on.
Look at Cole's Cowboy popping on in here.
There's Coles. What's up?
There he is. What up, Coles?
Twan, you asked me for the link. I gave you the link. Where are you?
Hey, I had to come in when I heard Brian giving all this glory to the Eagles, man.
Listen, man, I gotta keep it real. I mean, I can sit here and just say we're gonna blow them out. The only thing that makes me happy is that Dez is putting his money where his mouth is, and Dez is on a roll.
Yeah,
Dez ain't in the business to throw money away, so that is good.
Hey, check it out. I watched the All 22 this morning with the Cardinals game, and from what I've seen, I mean, hey, I'm not going to throw dirt on the Eagles, but
throw it on them.
We can run on this team, man.
Yeah,
we can run on them. I mean, they did it with James Conner. I mean, in my opinion, Tony Pollard and Zeke Elliott, that double threat can get the job done.
In the first career appearance of Malik Davis, I like it.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, they 5-0. The media hyping them up. You know what I'm saying? They got they pumping their chest. This is the perfect situation that we need to have.
I like this dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the perfect situation. So hey,
see, I told you that I'm going to be the negative guy.
No.
Okay, so you're the bad cop today.
No. He needs to be real, because that's what shit just happens. Like,
listen,
I like your point of view.
I'll be a half hour away from the stadium.
I'll be on the other side.
Philly's just won the damn series. This town is buzzing. We're going into a buzzsaw. So I already said we can win the game.
Yeah.
And shit, we could actually win big if our defense dominates Hurts. Because if you get in his face, he's going to throw it up. And Diggs already returned to pick 6 last year. I mean, it can happen. I'm just saying, if you're asking me, everything is in the one column other than the defense, and that's a lot to put on it. And we just keep saying, "Wow, 100 yards passing and offense, and we won."
Yeah, offensively, I'm on.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. And listen, there has to be a yin to a yang. I don't want to be the guys who just say we're great every week.
I
I
agree
already
with you.
know how. I actually got it. Like a hint of what Phil's going to do, so people are going to love it. And hey, listen, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Hey, I respect.
You know what I mean?
It, man. I respect it.
I have to keep it real.
Let me tell you the solutions to the offense and the problems that the Eagles been having. They've been having second half woes.
They have.
Every Eagle fan I've been talking to, including Philly 500, has admitted it. You know what I'm saying? They also don't have a good special team. Philly 500 personally told me on my show that he was scared about his special teams. I got the clips to prove it. So hey,
I didn't know you were on, man. You got to advertise a little better because I popped in at the very end.
Okay, wait, hold on. See, this is what I find funny. Frank Moyer says the Cardinals didn't hold us to 20 points. Our coaches did.
Oh, so that's
I see that. Come on, man. Seriously.
You know what? We can.
Come on, man. That's as bad as when we won 42-21 last year. Oh, well, that one didn't count.
Kyler Murray spiked the ball because he didn't have he was I don't know what his issue, if he was playing Madden all day.
Yeah,
I don't know, but he spiked the ball on 3rd and 1. Instead of getting the first down.
Their coach should have challenged that spot the ball when he slid.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it was a little short, but there was plenty of time to do more than what they did.
Yeah.
So listen, I don't know what they're talking. You should be lucky that you got out with a win, and maybe zip it a little bit. You know what I mean? But that's just me.
I love how the talking heads say how much they've dominated the season. I don't see. I honestly don't see
it's going to get worse, Mark.
I don't see how the Jaguars game was a domination. I don't see how that game was a domination. Those were victories.
Well, everybody was praising the Jaguars because the week before, didn't they beat the Chargers?
Yeah.
So, at that point, everybody thought, Jacksonville's going to do something. But then.
Yeah, but and remember when people thought that the Lions were good, right? They're 1 win right now. Everybody
it seems like this is a week-to-week league minus a few special teams. And special teams meaning got to give the Eagles credit. You got to give Dallas credit because of their defense and what they're – listen, our upside is higher than the Eagles. I hate to say it. Our defense is on par. We know it's better, but you're not going to argue with them right now. They're 5-0. But we haven't seen nothing on offense.
Okay.
Our upside is super.
Right. We actually have Twan Eagles. Twan is in here. All right.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
I want to hear his opinion.
You've been you're on the Dallas Cowboys. Shout out to Twan Eagles, okay? Not one of those cockroaches.
Nah, I ain't no cockroach. I just want to say, shout out to everybody. I mean, the cockroach is cool. Shout out to everybody on here. It's going to be a good game. I think everybody has to realize that it's going to be a good game. I mean, just like I might feel like we got wide receivers, y'all might feel like y'all got cornerbacks. Just like y'all got Micah Parsons, I feel like Jordan Davis may come in for 2 or 3 plays. He can impact. If you look at Jordan Davis' numbers, he can impact the run when he's in the game. Only when he's in the game. So I'm not going to take nothing from what y'all defense got. I know what y'all got. I've watched what y'all can do. You got Wilson, you got Kurtz back. But to me, I feel like it comes down to game planning and one-on-one matchups.
That's true.
So I feel like, you guys got Tyler Smith and I can't remember exactly. You got Lawrence on the other side, which Lane Johnson has done a pretty good job with him when he played. I feel like it's all about one-on-one matchups. You guys, I mean, the way I say we win, and then y'all can rebuttal. But I say Devontae Smith is a different type. He's not Cooper Kupp. He's not this. He's not that. But you got to realize that a lot of them guys faced it probably like Diggs or your second. I feel like Quez is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Dallas Goedert, if he can sit in them zones, which I think y'all going to play, I think he can get open a little bit. I mean, I feel like I'm not taking nothing from DeMarcus, or I feel like Van Der Esch is out there. And, Parsons, he's going to move around. We know he's going to move around. I give Parsons maybe 2 or 3 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like long as he doesn't really fumble the
wow.
If Parsons gets 2 or 3 sacks, Cowboys win it. Okay.
Hey, Twan.
Mr. Holmes, I feel like we can deal with the sacks. I don't want him to fumble the ball. I don't want Hurts to lose the ball. I mean, a sack is a sack. You punt it and you keep on going.
Hey, Twan.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me actually shout out to Neo real quick, because he's basically here's what I want to give you right now, because Neo, thank you for the super chat. He said, "Are we all blind as far as our offense goes? We have 3 receivers set to make like 1,000 yards. How have we not done anything?" And I will rebuttal that with last year we were actually the number 1 offense, and through the first half of the season we actually had Zeke Elliott, Tony Pollard on pace to both make 1,000 yards rushing, along with CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, and Dalton Schultz, all set to be making 1,000 yards receiving. We were set to have 5 people. But here's the thing that happened to us. We ended up losing, of course, Tony Pollard with the plantar fasciitis, Zeke Elliott with the PCL. We ended up losing the other tight end we had?
We lost Twain.
Blake Jarvis.
But we lost players. Our offensive line got hurt, and we weren't the same team. And guess what they said about us when we were winning and having the number 1 offense? They said, "You ain't played nobody. Oh, you play in the NFC East. You're not playing anybody." So I'm just kind of throwing back at you guys what was thrown back at us. And I'm sorry. I understand you guys look at the Jags and think that they're great. I'm sorry. I know you look at it and say that the Washington Commanders are great. I'm sorry. I know you look at it and say the Detroit Lions are great. Show me actually a real legitimate team out there that you run up. If you come through there and you kick our teeth in and roll all right over it, I will give you respect. But until you do that to a really good team, and I'm still not sure what Minnesota is.
Listen, you guys better win tomorrow.
Oh.
I'm just saying, this is your opportunity, Twain. You're catching us. You guys need to win. You know as well as I do. I live a half hour away from the stadium. If the Eagles don't win a home primetime game against the Cowboys,
after all the stuff that's been talked about,
it is going to.
It'll be ugly.
More pressure is on you guys. Now, it's not the end. Now, we both know, even if the Eagles lost, it's not the end. If you beat Dallas, it's not the end. Well, Dallas is making the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Unless there's a catastrophic injury that's down the line, they're making the playoffs. They have 2 cupcake games coming up. Mm-hmm. If they lose tomorrow night, they're going to be 6-2 going into the bye with a stretch of 3 straight home games and nobody really tough play. But I want to ask Twain like a question. Hurts, what's his weakness? Because Dallas's strength is only rushing 4. Okay? Dallas can get to the quarterback and get massive pressure, only rushing 4.
Right.
Which means we're going to have a lot of guys in coverage. Mm-hmm. So you're not going to have a lot of time to go downfield. You're going to have the A.J. Brown. I think they're going to play up on A.J. But you're going to have the quick slants.
The number 1 offensive line in the league.
I understand that, and it's going to be the rubber hits the road here. You know what I mean?
Because
we don't blitz. We do not blitz, and we get home with 4. Whether it's stunts, we get home. It's already been displayed. So Hurts has got to sit back there and pat the ball. I'm more afraid of Hurts running the ball. Or the Eagles running the ball. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Brian. You're right. The run is what I want. I want the run.
I think that's the way to win, to open up other things, to suck the,
I don't want to throw. I'm not against. I'm against. Well, I am totally against the throw.
Mm-hmm.
I want the run, like you said, y'all rush 4. I don't think Jalen is a pat guy. I think that probably he's at a point a little bit in his career to where he can see whether you're playing off or you're this or you're that. But we have a little bit of speed. Quez has a little bit of speed. We can't, and I'm not going to say Diggs, because Diggs is a great cornerback. He's going to be great. Mm-hmm. We know that. I'm not going to go into anybody with about Diggs. I see Diggs, trust me. But I feel like AJ is fast himself. AJ is fast. And I feel like you still have a person like Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I agree.
Still fast. He's just been running good routes. But he's not like a person that can't take the top off. I know y'all got curves. I forgot the other Wilson. I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Right, and he's pretty good. I'm not taking nothing from them. But what I'm saying is that those two guys, especially AJ, I think AJ can catch maybe Diggs on certain things. Now, Diggs is great with reading routes. He's great.
Listen, if Diggs has got to cover for any length of time, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
It's just more who's throwing him the ball. I mean, who's throwing them the ball? I mean, how many touchdowns does he have to the season compared to rushing touchdowns? So he feels more comfortable running the ball. I think that's where the strength is, obviously, of the Eagles. I mean, getting that extra time, Dallas has not had to go against a scrambling quarterback this year. They've had to go against really good quarterbacks. I think the strength,
not a scrambler.
But not a scrambler.
Right.
And I think the strength to the Eagles would be to run slants and stuff like that and let AJ and them get the ball very quickly. But that's the problem, is that sometimes they don't do that, and it gets pressure on Hurts, and Hurts starts scrambling. And this defense tends to be a little different once Hurts starts scrambling. And I think Hurts' record against the Cowboys kind of show that. But this is the first year where they've really put some weapons around him to see what he does. Now, again, this is his contract year, so this is a big hill for him. If he can pass it, but if he doesn't, this is a contract year. What happens, So there's a lot of pressure on him in this game as well, too. So I'm interested to see his matchup and how he can avoid that pressure.
Is Thomas Garrett okay? Looks like he's getting mauled by a bear.
He's watching. Listen, he's in the middle of a NASCAR racetrack watching college football.
Can I answer prime time Phil right quick?
Yeah,
good.
I do. Now he's right. I mean, prime time, you're certainly right. I just feel like with Jalen, I feel like he can get the ball out there quick. I feel like there's games. Okay, we're 5-0. I'm not going to jump over the river about that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you really watch AJ, he done slants. There's a lot of things he's done. He done caught 50-50 balls. AJ Brown has done pretty much exactly what we needed him to do. Mm-hmm. Now, whether there's a quarterback, whether the defense is doing what they're doing, I just feel like I know that Jalen Hurts has a lot of faith in AJ Brown. It doesn't matter if, and it's just me honest, whether Trayvon Diggs or whoever, I believe that Jalen Hurts is going to throw the ball. Whether he makes a pick or not, I don't know. We have to see. This game is a gamble.
Yeah.
We have to look at it like this. You guys are second in defense, and we're whatever it is, one. But we have to wait, because I'm telling you guys, matchup injuries is going to play a big part in this game, to where it shows to where we got Quez Watkins. I don't know who y'all throw cornerback is. Is it Anthony Brown? I can't really recall, but I'm just saying those type of guys are the guys that's going to be very reliable, vulnerable, because Jalen Hurts don't mind throwing it that Quez Watkins a lot. You know what I'm saying? You have to look at it like, if you got Diggs, Brown, and I don't really know the other
Jordan Lewis and probably Bland.
Mm-hmm. Right. So if you got,
but you also may have that heavy nickel there too, with Jaron Kearse coming back. He may end up being like.
Yeah, I think Kearse is going to be more on Dallas. I think he's gonna be. They're gonna put him
Right,
on Dallas
I believe
Goddard.
Let me
Yeah,
answer
you
something. One
you
thing
have
real
to
quick.
put somebody on. But see, the thing about it is this, and I'm not saying we're going to win. I'm just saying, is do you put curse on Dallas, or do you just let Dallas run and then you want to run up and take the hit?
No, you put curse on Dallas, but I still think Dallas. That's a favorable matchup for Dallas Goddard.
It is. It is. But
So
better than our other defenders, honestly.
Let me answer one thing real quick. Alan Berman says, Mark Holmes seems to exaggerate to create some sort of narrative. I doubt you Eagle fans saying that the Commanders and Lions are good teams. Now, the reason why I said that, Alan, I think you actually took it the wrong way. Because, as I hear the talking heads out there saying that the Eagles have dominated, and that they played great teams, I look at it and I say, sorry, the Commanders are not a good team. You took care of business against them, great, but they're not a great team. The Lions, you beat the Lions 38-35. I don't think the Lions are a great team. The Lions are the same team last year that was usually close in games, but doesn't know how to win. So as everybody keeps saying, the Eagles, that like they're the 85 Bears and that they're going to go 17-0 and straight into the Super Bowl, I'm kind of pointing out you got to pump the brakes a little bit here and say, let's see how some of this competition is when it's better competition. Now, the reality is your schedule. So that schedule, you ain't got a whole lot of tests in there. The Cowboys may be the biggest test that you guys have all season. Am I wrong on that?
I worry more about our backup.
Mark, you're absolutely right. And like I said, I look at it like this, man. I mean, you got to play what's in front of you. I mean, whether it's easy or hard.
And anybody can beat you.
Huh?
And anybody can beat you.
At any given Sunday, I love that statement. We almost lost to the Cardinals. At any given Sunday, anybody can lose. From a field goal to a win to a left to the right. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, I look at it like this. We gotta look at what we got. Y'all gotta look at what y'all got. It's a lot of it comes up to the coaching, man. I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. I wish I have a YouTube channel myself. I haven't been on it, whatever. But I'm going to get back soon. At the end of the day, it comes down to the scheme and what these guys see. Can Jalen Hurts look at this and change the play because he sees Wilson or the other safety? That's what it comes down to. Mm-hmm. Can Micah Parsons just push Jordan Mailata over 20 times? That's what it's going to come down to. I mean,
that's another thing, Twain. We got to see who's actually going to play and finish the game on the O-line. Because Travis was in the blue tent in practice. He's not 100%. He's going to start, and he's a gamer. When he's healthy, he's one of the best. And if he don't make it through the game, he's got an ankle issue.
Okay.
Yeah, and here's the other problem. Here's the other problem for you, though, real quick, Twan, before you get to your point, is your team, for whatever reason, and I still believe some of it's conditioning, seems to kind of let up in the second half and doesn't show up as well. And this is where the Dallas Cowboys, where our depth comes through. We have so many guys that get rotated in there because, when the Giants tried to stop Micah Parsons and they're double and triple teaming him, you see D-Law. And like you said, D-Law's had problems. But then you start seeing guys like Dorrance Armstrong and Dante Fowler. There are so many guys and so much speed that is going to be coming out there. If there is any hiccup on your offensive line, they're going to get it.
Okay, so I give you that we could have pickups. And y'all can have hookups. Like I said, it's really gonna come down to who's the most healthiest and who can really, just like my man said, Brian, if I can't remember what he said, the center. If he's not in there,
Kelsey, yeah.
If I forgot his name, but if he's not in there and we slide Jordan Davis in there, we all know if Jordan Davis is in for 2 plays, he will impact the run.
Okay.
I know you like him, Mr. Holmes.
I know, but I'd like him for more than 2 plays.
Okay. I was talking about you guys. I was talking about you guys, Twain.
Okay, what
your center. I was talking about your center.
I don't think. I mean, you got to think of Jason Kelsey. Let me tell you something about Kelsey. Kelsey is a guy. He's going to play hurt. But even hold on. Let me just explain it. Even after he got hurt, he ran back on the field. He was still doing what he needed to do.
Yeah, I'm not questioning it at all. He's
you guys are some scrappers, because I remember Fletcher Cox literally hyperextending his elbow and, literally going off for one play. Zeke Elliott's trying to get a blow and stuff, and he's back out there. No, you got some dogs on that team. You got some old school throwbacks. But
week.
Yeah, we've got some throwbacks in there that follow as that dog leads too.
Right. It's another Lander Dickinson. It's Sayamalu. A lot. I mean, people is banged up on our offensive line. I totally get it.
I'm not saying we don't know. Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb was a little banged up.
Mm-hmm.
We got he was if he's having a growing, and then I can't remember. CeeDee had the hip and Micah Parsons had the growing. I mean, you got to understand, it's only so much power you're going to push from a growing, or it's just going to do something that nobody wants it to do.
I wouldn't rely on it though.
Well, here as far as the CD,
I just in the sense of it being just like last week, I would have just automatically assumed that it's going to be a factor with Parsons and stuff.
And then he got 2 sacks after that.
Right.
Yeah, I just would not.
That was impressive.
I'm not solely saying that he's hurting.
No.
Not going to be.
He's going to be less than what he normally is, though. For sure.
Okay. Now,
and that's the only thing I'm trying to say. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of players will. I'm telling you, this game is going to be good. But at the end of the day, I believe it's going to come down to health and strength with both teams. CeeDee Lamb is hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Michael not.
At least a hurt offensive line for you is better than your backups. That's definitely good. I mean, you guys got a hell of an offensive line, so I think it's going to be a really good test for the Dallas Cowboys. Because I mean, even the Dallas Cowboys line. I mean, we've had that Buccaneers line, which was banged up. You had, Bengals line banged up as well, too. They were trying to get on. Washington, come on, man. Really, Washington? So, I mean, this is going to be a really good test for them, each individually, because when you look at these guys, Dan Quinn he doesn't really scheme these guys open. These guys are winning their battles. So these are going to be really good to see them go against all pros, really.
One thing real quick here. Shout out to Brother Ross sharing it with me. Semi Fuco and, of course, Rico Dow are going to be put on IR. And it looks like Jalen Tolbert is actually going to be on the active roster. And the word is Jalen Tolbert has been playing really, really well in practice.
Can you mute Thomas?
Yeah,
Thomas.
And
Tolbert is our. Oh, sorry, man. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I just want to put this out and I'll let you go. And it really comes down to the trenches, guys. I know all you guys. I watched Mark Holmes for a long time.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you. Like I said, guys, it really, to be honest, it comes down to coaching and the offensive line and defensive line. I think
and referees.
The receivers are going to do what they need to do. I mean, you got
the aficionados.
Just Thomas.
Okay,
Don't worry about Thomas.
Y'all have y'all wide receivers. I think we have ours, but at the end of the day, somebody's gonna have to stop CeeDee Lamb. I don't know. Is Dalton Schultz? I think. What is he? Is he out?
If I was to worry about any kind of wide receiver,
he's gonna be playing.
I would probably worry more about Noah Brown than I would CeeDee Lamb. Noah Brown being that guy that Cooper Rush has practiced with.
Mm-hmm. Not Michael Gallup.
Well, Michael Gallup has always been that guy that's like he'll make a sideline play. He's always that 2-3 guy. And so I don't mind him being that. But obviously he's one of those things. When we were taking on Cup and we had Higbee was kind of that second person we had to take away. And that's kind of your same thing,
So with Avonte Maddox returning,
that's great for you guys.
And he's a pretty good slot. First, second? I don't exact wise, but with Avonte Maddox returning, his grade is pretty high. He's a pretty good. He's very little though. He's not the 6'7", 6'5" corner you want. but he's aggressive, and I mean, to be honest, I think that honestly, I think that Avante coming back is going to change. And I said this earlier somewhere else. I think Avante is going to change a lot just because you have, you got Avante Maddox coming in, and what he's going to do, he's going to change a lot of things. And I believe he can do something with Noah Brown.
I was listening to Brian Balding and he was breaking down the game. And there's one guy on the Eagles defensive secondary that they were excited to get that's literally playing horribly, and that's Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. He's not having a good year at all. He's getting burned every which way. So if there's something good in the secondary, but if I was the Eagles, I would come after Cooper Rush. Mm-hmm. I would not let him sit back. I would blitz his ass and make him get rid of the ball.
And that's why the Cowboys need to run the football and play action.
Yeah. And Mr. Holmes, that's the same thing I say about the Eagles. Mm-hmm. You got to run the ball. Now, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, he just came. He's a guy that was coming up in the slot. But like I said, I just said this guy's name. Avante Maddox coming back. He can roam. He was the guy that got that pick in that Arizona game. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? With a person like that, you can just leave him back and I think C.J. Gardner's a roamer. He can roam and kind of go towards the play. Now, cornerback, he was a number 2, 3. I can't remember exact numbers. He was a very good nickel slot. But I wouldn't want him there because I believe Avante is more polished to cover a slot receiver. I don't want him on CD, no, I do not. But I would rather that guy like C.J. Garner, which he'll be in the back now that Avante is gone. He doesn't have to come up and do the corner or do the tight end or which one. He needs to stay back, and then we let him play the position he's played, which is a safety, which he played more nickel, to be honest, than he played safety.
Hey, Mark, I'm going to get going. I got to get ready for my show.
Yes. Yeah, actually, we're going to be here for 8 more minutes and out. So, everybody, if you still want to talk some Dallas Cowboys and everything else, prime time and game time. And game time has been right on with his predictions every week. So, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and join. Primetime Phil's Cast is going to start off at 7. I appreciate you being here, Twan, man. It's been a long time.
I hate to cut you off. I'm going to let you go.
Okay.
I know. I appreciate all y'all. Cowboys, I didn't talk to
good luck, man.
All right, man. Good luck to you tomorrow.
I didn't talk to Cool. I didn't talk to Cole before, and I ain't talked to James or Thomas.
Yeah.
But I'm always in your comment section. This is me. And, I know you never see me, but you always be like, is this – I think you used to ask Michael Anthony, is that Twan? Is that Twan?
No, we used to have a Twan that used to work with us who was an Eagles fan. We were working at the State Department. In fact, it was something he had that I had to give to him, and I threw it away. But his name was Twan, and he was an Eagle fan. So when you first started showing up, I was like, is that Twan Eagle that used to work with us? And that's where I got it out of there.
I'm actually in North Carolina. Like I said, I'm an Eagles fan. I'm not a troll. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not going to try to, whatever. But now you see it's me. And good luck to both teams, man. I mean, like I said, it's going to come down to defensive line.
This is what we want, man. We want to be playing for something.
This is what's fun. This is why I'd rather it be like this than like it was last year. I mean, Dak's won 7 out of the last 10 meetings. So, like I said, this is one for you guys to win. So,
you're right. Brian, you're absolutely right.
I really do think this is in your ballpark. If you guys do what you're supposed to do, you'll win tomorrow night. So, we'll see.
Brian, it ain't in nobody's ballpark. It's a game that got to be played. We all got to go out there.
But if you had to pick a week, this is it, right? You're your touchdown favorite.
This is a very important week.
Yeah, that's all.
Us sitting 5-0, it's a little bit more important.
Well, it's more of a statement type game. I don't think either team, if they lost the game, it's not the end of the year.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
I
it's
like
a
that.
statement
You're right.
game for the Eagles. Dallas, nobody's expecting them to win except, I have hope. It's my superstition to where I actually think if the Eagles win, they could potentially blow us out. I think if it's a close game, I think it's us.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm working my magic here. But I think the Eagles win a close game.
I respect it, but at the end of the day, Brian, I'm telling you, man, if Jordan Mailata's playing sorry, I can see Michael Parsons pushing him around for about 20 plays.
Yeah.
Unless he's moving around. Jason Kelce, his ankle is hurt. I can see him jumping over Jason Kelce, pushing him around. I mean, we're gonna play the game, and it's about matchups, it's about injuries, it's about who's the most healthiest team going in from 6 or 5 weeks to now. Like I said, I mean, we'll see. You guys,
it's fun though, man. We're both doing well, and the game means something. This is what. I guarantee you're going to find more exciting game than you did the last 2 Thursday nights. That's for sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Last Thursday night games was crazy.
That was ass.
I appreciate all of y'all. Mark Holmes.
All right,
Twan.
Peace out, Twan.
James, Thomas, Cole Cowboy. I be in cool cat arguing with you sometimes. I done see you a few times. Like I said, man, hey, may the best team win. Injuries, health, scheme, coach. That's what it's about.
Okay. All
right, y'all take it easy.
All right, we're coming down the home stretch here because we got
you're going long,
time.
Mark. We're going long.
I know. Well, we had an Eagles fan in here, Twan.
I know.
I've seen Twan commenting for years and everything else, and thought it was a guy that I worked with. It was nice to actually talk to him and stuff.
Hey, Twan, do you live in Philly or outside of Philly?
He's gone.
No, he's not.
No, he's
North Carolina. He lives in North Carolina.
North Carolina.
It's weird, man. Like, that's why he sounds like he's intelligent.
He's not in that toxic area in Philly.
Sorry.
Oh man. Okay. So what do you guys got on tap tonight here, Brian?
Well,
I had to come on there and let them know, man. That's a big stream too.
He's still on.
Twan, you're still on, buddy.
Oh my God.
Look, we busted you. We got you saying good things about us, man.
You talking shit?
Hey, like I said, I don't have nothing bad to say. Like I said, I watched Mark Holmes. I made comment. I commented. I said I was the one. I said, hey, CeeDee Lamb was the one. I think he had a hip injury. Nobody said nothing. And then I think about an hour or so later, I think Mr. Mark Holmes made a video, and he was like, now he didn't. Now it wasn't. His focal point wasn't that, but CeeDee Lamb. I mean, I'm telling you guys, injuries and scheme and coaches is a big part of this game,
definitely.
and that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, you can't make mistakes in this game. Can't make
right. I'm gonna try to get out of here. I don't know, but I'm gonna try. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
All y'all boys, bless up, and hope the best for you guys.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right.
All right, everybody. Let's get final thoughts from everybody, and we get ready to roll out of here because I know Brian's got to get going. So, Brian, you hit us up first, man.
Yeah, I think I don't know what's going on there. I think that we can win the game, man. I really do think it. And if our defense, remember, like we always talked about, we said there's one thing about Dallas. We're going to be in every game. You're always going to have that one game that you should win, or you get blowed out. You just throw away the tape. I hope that's not the game because this is not the team.
Yeah.
Just mute him, Mark. Look, this guy can't leave. He's like
Eagle fans don't know how to.
He's killing me here. Anyway, Dallas. I mean, look, we have a defense that travels.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna show up and we're gonna smack them in the mouth. Are they gonna scheme us and get up? If they're up on us 2 scores, I think it's going to be a long night.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I don't think that we can come back. So the early in the game is going to. I'm not even talking scoring points. I'm talking getting first downs. We can't have 3 and outs because as good as our defense is,
they're going to get tired.
They're going to run the ball. They ran 20 screens last week. They're going to work us from sideline to sideline. And if we're on the field and we're not getting first downs on offense, it's going to be a long night. So it's how you think it's going to work out. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think we're going to win, but. Listen, I've been wrong before, and let's hope I'm wrong now.
I'm praying you're wrong, Brian. I'm praying.
just being honest, man. Yeah, I already know what Phil's doing. He told me, and that's great. And I'm hoping he's right. I'm going to be having my good luck troll out. He hasn't been active the last couple of weeks, so I got that going for me.
Okay.
So he's going to be there. So
all right. Well, we're gonna have the glizzies and chili. Okay.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. The glizzies. Just make sure they're not tainted.
Okay.
So here's what I think.
What you think, James?
First and foremost, we got to stop the run.
Yeah.
You have to force Hurts to win the game with his arm, not with his legs. And our defenses has to be, solid. Our offense, like Brian said, we can't go 3 and out. We got to move the chains, and we got to score points.
Okay. All right. Coles?
I want to hear what Coles has got to say.
Hey, I got, you remember 2018 against the Saints when they was undefeated, nobody had us winning. That's the same energy I believe we're going to bring out there Sunday night. D-Law talking his smack, and the last time he did that, we came out there and punched the Saints in the mouth. I believe it's going to be like that with Philly, man. Hey, we are in the same family. We in the NFC East, and nobody, not even the Eagles, going to punk out. I believe it comes down to who's going to punch back harder. So, hey, it's gonna be a good one, man. I know it's gonna be a low-scoring defensive game to me. So, hey, we gotta pound that rock and hey, shut them down, hold them down under 20 points, like we've been doing all year.
There you go. And Thomas Garrett from the racetrack. What you got, Thomas? You get the final word.
Yeah, tomorrow night's game is gonna be. What you looking at? What y'all looking at? No, it's my two. How you doing? It's my two little nieces. Tomorrow night's game is gonna be competitive. It is, and I was telling everybody a couple of days ago that if we can just contain Jalen Words, we got the game. We got the game won. We do. If we can just contain him, because Jalen Words, he's about 75% of their offense.
Yep.
And on top of that, if we can just okay.
Hey, Coles, just make sure you stay available.
Sorry about that.
In case Philly dodges us.
And the game, like I said, the game is gonna be competitive, and if it's close, we're gonna win. We're gonna win regardless of what. And plus, turnovers gonna play a role in this game tomorrow night too. And our defense have to be opportunistic in this game tomorrow, because if we get a turnover, we need to take advantage of it. We can't be out there pussyfooting. We can't be out there, just playing around. And Kellen Moore, he have to call a good game tomorrow night on offense. We already know what DQ is gonna do. We already know what Dan Quinn's gonna do.
Yeah.
Kellen Moore, if he can call a halfway decent game tomorrow night, we got the game won, hands down.
All right. So
back to you, Mark.
Okay. All right. With that being said, we're going to get up out of here. Make sure you chime into in about 25 minutes from now. Primetime Phil, he's going to have game time, and I believe Cole Cowboys is going to be joining him as well. We'll be here starting about 12:45 tomorrow. We'll be doing an all-day live streaming. We'll be here eating with the meats and everything else, building for the Dallas Cowboys. I appreciate